Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to try and see the world through a dog's eyes. And trust me, it's probably not what you're picturing.
Okay, so let's start with a big one, right? The question everyone asks, do dogs see in black and white? You've heard it a million times, I'm sure, but is it actually true?
Well, spoiler alert, nope. It's actually one of the biggest myths about them. The truth is, their world is colorful, just, well, not in the same way we see it. So let's dig in and figure this out.
All right, to really get what a dog sees, we need to pop the hood and look at the hardware in their eyes compared to ours. It all comes down to these tiny little cells in the back of the eye. See, we humans are what you'd call trichromatic. It's a fancy word, but all it means is we have three types of color-detecting cells, or cones. They're tuned to red, green, and blue light, which gives us that vibrant, full-color picture of the world. Dogs, on the other hand, they're dichromatic. And dichromatic just means they only have two types of these cone cells. So what does that mean in practice? Well, their cones are basically tuned to just two colors, blue and yellow. And that changes everything about how they see the world.
So all those bright reds, oranges, and greens we see, to a dog, they just look like different shades of gray, or maybe a dark brown or a yellowish color. Their world isn't black and white at all. It's more like a world of blues, yellows, and grays. You know that bright red toy you throw for them in the yard? Yeah, to your dog, it probably just looks like a muddy brownish blob against the, well, also brownish-looking grass.
Okay, so they see fewer colors. Does that mean their vision is just worse than ours? Not so fast. It's not about being better or worse. It's about a trade-off. Evolution made a deal. Sacrifice one thing to get something else, something way more useful for them.
When it comes to pure sharpness, what eye doctors call visual acuity, your average dog has something like 20/75 vision, and that number really puts things into perspective. What that means is an object that you could see clearly from 75 feet away, your dog would have to be just 20 feet away to see it with the same clarity. So yeah, their world is a lot blurrier from a distance. But here's where that trade-off I mentioned comes in, and it is a huge one. Because while they gave up that sharp focus, their eyes became absolute masters of detecting motion. This is where they leave us in the dust. Just how much better are they? We're talking 10 to 20 times more sensitive to movement than we are. How? It's because their retinas are packed with a different kind of cell, called rods. Rods don't care about color or sharp details. Their only job is to spot light and motion. We're talking the tiniest little twitch of a squirrel's tail from 100 yards away.
And this focus on motion and low light, well, it leads us directly to one of their greatest superpowers, night vision. You see, for us, when the sun goes down, the day is over. For a dog, oh, that's just prime time.
So why are they so good in the dark? It's a few things working together. They've got way more of those rod cells we talked about. Their pupils can get much bigger to let in more light. But there's one other piece of biotech they have that is honestly genius. It's called the tapetum lucidum. And yeah, that's the thing that makes their eyes glow in a photograph or in the headlights. But it's not just for looking cool or spooky. It's a seriously powerful visual tool. So how does it work? Well, when light enters their eye, it passes through the retina once. But then, instead of just being absorbed, it hits this reflective layer, the tapetum, and gets bounced back through the retina for a second pass. It's like a mirror in the back of their eye, giving their cells a second chance to catch every little bit of light. Okay, so let's put these pieces together. You've got limited color vision, blurry long-distance sight, but incredible motion detection and amazing night vision. What does that sound like to you? It's the perfect toolkit for an animal built for one thing: hunting. And there's one more piece to this puzzle. Look at the difference in their field of view. A dog's eyes are set wider on their head, which gives them this incredible panoramic view of the world, about 240 degrees. Compare that to our pretty narrow 180 degrees. They're seeing way more of the world at any given moment. This isn't an accident. That wider view is a massive evolutionary advantage. It let their ancestors constantly scan the horizon for any little sign of movement, whether it was prey to chase or a threat to run from. Again, they might not see you wave clearly from across the field, but they will definitely see the squirrel that just twitched in the tree line. So let's just lay it all out side by side. When you look at it this way, you realize a dog's vision isn't a worse version of ours. It's not even a budget model.
It's a completely different operating system, built from the ground up for a totally different job.
Think about it. We, as primates, needed to see bright colors to spot ripe fruit in a green jungle. We needed sharp detail. Dogs, they needed something else. So they traded that high-definition color for an unbelievable ability to see movement and to own the night. It's perfectly adapted vision. And really, that's the heart of it, isn't it? Vision evolves to fit the needs of the animal. A dog sees the world exactly the way it needs to for survival, all shaped by thousands and thousands of years of evolution. Their vision is a masterclass in adaptation.
So the next time your dog is just staring intently at a blank wall or barking at what seems like absolutely nothing, what do you think they're seeing? What subtle little movement, what flicker of light are you completely missing? Kind of makes you wonder, right? They're tuned into a whole other channel of reality that's happening all around us, and we're totally blind to it.